What's up? It's your boy EMTee. Now tuned into Kas'lam TV, baby. Yeah, that boy.
I'm loving it.
Yo, what up, peeps? It's your boy T-Raps once again, bringing you another Kas'lam exclusive. Vandaag chile with someone who needs no introduction, but wait, I'm talking about the ghetto hero himself, EMTee the host. Congrats, man. I'm fresh, I'm fat. First things first, since we Kas'lam TV, I was telling you to buy because we're going to
Well, man, as a lot of people know, man, I grew up in a lot of hoods.
Yeah.
You know? Soweto, Matatiele, you know what I'm saying, both township and the village.
Yeah.
You know, so I represent Matatiele, you know, and Soweto,
Sure.
you know, to the fullest. You know, not forgetting also the city where I learned how to hustle for myself, which is, you know, it shows
Sure.
like the city inside.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really three of those places, man. You know, so Soweto, Joburg, Matatiele.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now I understand ukuthi ukhulele Soweto but you had to move Matatiele.
Sure.
Like in boilers isihluphayo ukuthi endlini bathi bakahamba yofunda umthetho ekhaya or something.
Nah, not even, man. You know, I think my parents really just wanted me to know where I come from.
Sure.
You know where they were born, where they grew up, you know. So I took that opportunity, you know, with both hands because I was really, really interested in knowing which Mubani,
Sure.
and stuff like that. So it wasn't really them forcing me back home.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, something that I also wanted to do. I will meet my grandparents, live with my grandparents.
Sure.
You know, yeah, and know my culture, most
Sure.
importantly. Yeah,
Now,
my heritage.
Nyaguzo, like speaking of Guti ubuya kuphi, like when it comes to the musical side of things, like uqale nini nayo as well?
Music, yo, it's always been there, you know, in my life since I was a kid, you know, because my parents played a lot of music, you know,
Sure.
in the house. It wasn't much of hip hop or pop or whatever. It was more of jazz, traditional, gospel, you know. So even there were a few R&B songs that were popping, you know, back in the 90s, you know. So my parents played a lot of that music, and I was just that kid who knew a lot of songs, even songs that I like shouldn't know at my age. I knew, you know,
Yeah.
and I was accurate with the lyrics. I just knew how to catch on to music very quickly, you know, and then quite okay, and then people don't know that I started off writing Guaito.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I was 9 at the time, you know, 9, 10 in my early primary stages, you know, and when I was in grade 1, I did grade 1 here in Josie, in Yeovil.
Sure.
So that's where I got to see, you know, the urban side of music, the hip hop, the pop, the Guaito, which was, you know, popping at the time.
Yeah.
And so I was very, very interested. At times it would seem as if I'm secretly, you know, interested in it, you know, but there was a time where there was a school talent show.
Sure.
In grade 1, and I just entered, you know, I was taking a risk. And surprisingly, I was the youngest in the competition. You know, I didn't really win the competition, but my performance blew people away because I was that quiet kid, never really was out there. So for them to see me on the stage and performing and doing this, you know, they were very excited.
Sure.
And I was very, very young, like grade 1, grade 2, you know, so it was very nice for people to watch. So it then hit me that, yo, I can I actually have that presence that interests people, you know.
Yeah.
So why not carry on, man? From that point on, I was writing my own music, you know, yeah, and going to local studios and recording. You know, the first song I recorded in a professional studio, I think I was 13 years old,
Yeah.
you know, and I funded it myself, you know, because I had saved up money and stuff like that. So that's where I kind of took it seriously, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, ngiyakuzwa. Now I understand uqala ukuphusha nabo Raf nabo Saudi amajita before you got signed by
Sure.
Ambitious, like inahlangana kanjani?
Yeah, man. You know, man. Since I was young, man, I've always been in and out of studios.
Sure.
Local studio, community studio, a studio at the corner, or a friend's bedroom studio somewhere. You know, so that lifestyle has always been my thing since I was a kid. Sometimes I wouldn't come home and they'd probably think I'm partying or something, but I'm actually just studio hopping. Going to that studio, leave a smash. Go to that studio, leave a smash. You know, so I was sort of known as that young kid who comes in and kills and moves on. You know? So it also kind of gave me that name. You know, that hey, this is the kid that walks in and does his thing. You know, so with that, I was, you know, I met Maraza.
Yeah.
He was the first, like, what can I say, established artist that I bumped into and made sure I make that moment count.
Yeah.
You know, so when I met him, I just like gave him my music. Like, yo, listen up, you know. And I had some in my phone. I was using a J700. Yeah, it was a pink one. I was the only one who had that phone. So yeah, I bumped into him in Yeovil, and I was like, yo, man, here's my music. Bah, here the headphones. And he told me he was going somewhere. I'm like, yo, I don't mind. I'll go with you. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to the whole project. You don't have to speak to me. Just listen. I'll walk. You know what I'm saying? So we walked, got to Shop Rap. By the time we were at the till, I think he was halfway listening through the project.
Sure.
I was like, yo, let's go to my house now. After this, I want to make you listen to some beats, see if you can choose something.
Sure.
You know? So we did that. So months went on. We started making a lot of music together. And then years went on. You know, he was like my mentor. You know. At every show, I was with him. And then we formed a group. It was called Forefront. And Ruff Ruff owned a studio downtown that he owned with our late homie SK.
Sure.
So Maraza took me to Ruff studio in town, and that's where we really met the quality, you know, of the sound, because Ruff didn't have much equipment.
Yeah.
But he spent a lot of time, you know, polishing the songs and stuff like that. So that's where I met Ruff. And I really liked his production, because he makes any beat that Ruff makes, I just sit on it comfortably.
Yeah.
You know, so and from then on, I started just going to Ruff's studio on my own. You know, see Ruff, say what's up, or just be that kid sitting on the couch, watch rappers come in and out, you know, doing their thing. And I was really inspired by Ruff, his passion and his patience for the music.
Sure.
Because even established artists used to come to Ruff studio, you know, from back in the day. You know, so I really believe that he's actually about the quality. You know, so that's how I met Ruff, and from then, man, he was just somebody who supports what I do, and from then on, we just jammed, man.
Yeah.
And started making music together. You know, and I approached him on some, yo, I want you to be my producer, like my main, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying, you know, leave your work or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you that guy for me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he agreed, which was, you know, one of my dreams, you know, to have Rap be my guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it happened, and now we're here, man, you know, still holding it down.
Yeah.
We're still out here.
Yeah. Now, I mean, Smiley, like, it's just been a couple of years since your breakout single roll up, but
Yeah.
already like it feels like you've been in the game forever because you dominate ngaleyo ndlela, like yini leyo yenza right as well.
And I feel like it's consistency, you know,
Sure.
because whether I was broke or didn't have money or a place to stay, the way I make music never changed.
Yeah.
You know, I have a lot of great songs that I made when I didn't have anything. You know, songs. Some of them are getting released currently. You know, and most of those songs was just me um, prophesying. You know, my future.
Sure.
And now it is what it is. You know, so for me, I feel like because I put my heart and soul into the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, every word, every sentence is it's a real thing, you know. So I also feel like I'm an interesting person in general.
Sure.
Because like, hey, how do you come from a village? You know, next thing you're out there in the streets of London,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
white people love your music and they don't even hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing for real, man. See, those kind of things, those are the things that motivate me to always go back into the studio, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm more motivated now than ever, you know. And it's all because of the passion, the way my life story is, you know.
Sure.
You can compare it to the BIG, you can compare it to the Tupacs and the Watts. Because number one, I don't really have a relative who works at a TV station or radio, whatever. I never had a friend who was really an established rap or whatever.
Yeah, we
But,
just had to put you on, like yonke into uyazihlanganisela. Yeah.
like I had to do it all myself, you know, and understand that if I don't do this, I might just, find myself in the wrong place, doing the wrong thing.
Sure.
You know, so that's the only option I had, and it still is one of my, most dangerous tools.
Sure.
Which is the music, creating the music. You know, so I chose never to sleep on that. You know, and yeah, man, take the God-given talent with both hands, and use it wisely. When I make these songs, say some wise things, motivate people to try to change the world,
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, I'm fair to you, got everybody in the streets excited, because you just dropped Manando. Like, tell us more about the album as well.
All right, so Manando is my second album. It's named after a friend of mine who was my music mentor. Excuse me, not the hip hop music,
Sure.
but more of the live aspect of music, being instrumental with it.
Yeah.
Manando was a senior in high school.
Sure.
He was a leader in the school band. He played marimba. He's the best marimba player. Since he passed away, I'm the best marimba player.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there was nobody for him. And he was my mentor. He was like my sensei. So I got taught by the best, so I am the best.
Sure.
So he was that guy. Like even in the hood, like he would protect like kids and stuff. He hated bullies, he hated crime and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So he'd really, even if he didn't know you, if he saw you like crying as a kid in the street corner there, he'd be concerned and try to help you. Because I remember one time in school, some kid's backpack got stolen. He was crying and whatnot. And he asked him who took the bag, And he did everything in his power to get it back, and he got the bag back and gave the kid. The kid was happy, and the thief was wounded.
Sure.
So yeah, he was just that guy, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. When he was alive, like I wasn't scared of anything, because if you try to bully me back then, I'd tell you that, I know Manando.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You'd either apologize or stop.
Sure.
On the spot. So he was just that guy.
Man,
Yeah. So it's a bit you know, it's a bit personal as well.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, yeah.
Now, like Ishchele, in terms of creating the album, like, do you feel you did a better job than the first one?
Hey, I don't know, hey, because you know, the first album, man, it went platinum. You know,
Sure.
it won best rap album, all the awards you can imagine. You know, so and Manando has just came out. You know, so I can't really say, you know, this one is better than the first one, because the first one really did, you know, its thing, like to the max.
For sure.
You know, and I don't know how tomorrow looks. Manando is a good album, trust me. It's a very, very good album.
Sure.
I'm proud of the work, and I really took my time with it, you know.
Yeah.
So I can only tell if it's better according to what the masses are saying.
All right.
You know, because I'm not a fan of my own music, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let the people decide, you know. So it's just like how when I came out, people are saying I'm a one-hit wonder. You know, I feel like, okay, that gives me an opportunity to go back and improve.
Sure.
You know?
And prove people wrong, which
yeah,
you did as well.
Yeah, and give people what they want. You know,
Yeah.
so sometimes the hate and the negative and the negativity is healthy. You know, because it just gives me an idea of where I can, you know, fix.
Yeah.
And come back better.
Sure.
So with Manando, I really did come back better and stronger. You know, so but now only time will tell which one is, you know, better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the masses will decide as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your views as well. Now let's get into the business side of things. Like,
Yeah.
uqeda launch your own record label.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a partner go AU Gold. Like,
Yeah.
do you feel like in terms of hip hop, like, are there enough business opportunities created by Amachita way to like South Africa?
There are not many business opportunities really.
Yeah.
You know, there's very few actually. You really just have to be on the field and go out there, convince these people. You know, it doesn't matter. Like me, all my videos are above 1 million views, but that doesn't mean I can't approach a certain brand and prove them why they should work with me. You
Sure.
know, I still have to do that. I still have to show, you know, what it is I've done. You know, just like how when, you know, an upcoming artist maybe says, sign me. And I say, okay, show me what you've done, you know. Do you have a song out or a video out that you shot yourself? Something. So I can see, you know, how you know, how far you're willing to go, you know, what you know, what have you done so far
Sure.
that I can pick up from,
Yeah.
you know, as a label and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's all about just knowing also what you're getting yourself into, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, the business is very few, man. You know, you just have to go out there and
Create
search.
opportunities yourself. Yeah.
Search, you know, hustle, be on the field, because a lot of kids think being signed is just a phone call away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it's just one conversation away. You know what I'm saying? You still have to, you know what I'm saying, like go through so many things, you know, and it's not what people think it is.
Yeah.
You can't just, because you have EMTee's number, you got it somewhere, or you stole it,
Yeah.
you hit me up saying that you want me to sign you. Even if I do, how do you know that I'm gonna solve all your problems, or am I really gonna take you out that situation? Because at the end of the day, your fate is in the hands of the masses.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And we do need more business, you know, opportunities, more brand association, because even overseas, man, like artists overseas, they get money for ridiculous things.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. Yeah.
Like you get money for driving a certain car, like a dream car.
Yeah.
Like this is your dream car,
And
you're
you're
gonna
getting
drive
paid
it,
for it,
and
yeah.
you're gonna get money for
Sure.
it, you know. Or this is your dream clothing brand. Okay, you wear that, and we'll give you money for it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a bit worrying, you know, because we support these people, you know, and we get their music and we buy it, and sometimes disregard our own artists.
For
you
sure.
know, and go buy their music. Then you see them on Instagram flexing on you. What I wanna do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they showing you the racks, like the paper and everything. And us as African artists, we have to go out there. We have to fly there. We have to drive there. We have to run there if you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a healthy thing because I love hustling. I like to see where it all comes from. I like to see something from the jump,
Sure.
and each and every detail like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So Mfethu, thanks for joining us. Like lastly, abantu bangakuthola va and just push the album.
Y'all know, on Twitter at MTSA, Instagram MT the Hustler. Hey, also don't forget to get yourself a copy of Manando. It's out on all the music stores. It's out on iTunes. Yeah, man, get the album. And yeah, man, Manando the album. We driven by Hyundai. You know what it is. All day, ATM gang. Yo,
from MT to T-Raps, Kas'lam Magazine, Kas'lam TV, MMX, we out, man. Out.